Happy Homecoming, Gustavus!
And welcome back to GAC TV. A special welcome to the returning alumni on campus this weekend. I'm Liz Kramer.
And I'm Courtney Train. Not only are we celebrating Gustavus's homecoming this week, but also the inauguration of Gustavus's 17th president, Rebecca Bergman. I sat down with her to discuss her new role as president in the Gustavus community.
In hindsight, there were a number of breadcrumbs, so to speak, along my path here. So most recently, though, I served on the Board of Trustees, and my path to the Board of Trustees was because my oldest son, Matt, was a student here. And when he chose to come to Gustavus, that enabled me to get involved a little bit here, and I talked to students and gave a few guest lectures. And before that, I am a graduate of one of our other ELCA Lutheran colleges, happens to be in Eastern Pennsylvania, Muhlenberg College. And this was a way to reconnect with Lutheran colleges. So Lutheran ended up in Minnesota, 2 of my children ended up here, and I was on the board, and here I am in the office of the president. Leadership is a quality that's pretty personal. So you help people, students, to develop their own leadership voice and their leadership capacity. And that comes through experience as well. So interactions with faculty, involvement in projects, opportunities to try new things, whether that's in a student-run organization or in a classroom project. I think Gustavus provides some opportunities for that. I am particularly interested in leadership opportunities for women. I come out of an engineering profession, a time when women didn't enter engineering very frequently. So I've spent a lot of my second half of career mentoring women to feel comfortable in aspiring to leadership positions in whatever organization they're part of. And I think that starts in the college years, to actually help instill the aspiration for and the toolbox for and the comfort level with leadership positions so that women can practice that and aspire to positions that someday won't be headlines when a woman gets that job. As much as I've enjoyed the headlines of my new position, I wish someday it wouldn't have to be part of the headline that it's the first woman. But somebody has to go first, right? And that's good. I think that the right leader at the right time for the organization and what it needs is really the magic formula. And I'm trusting in sort of making a big career change that I can be that right leader at the right time for what Gustavus needs going forward. I think my style of leadership is one that will be very good for Gustavus for this next period that we go forward into, because we need to work together in order to keep education relevant and affordable for our students. And students are part of that equation, obviously. I'm in the listening mode, and even though I served on the board, it seems as though once you're immersed in the position here, of course it's a broader and deeper understanding of the college, an understanding of the whole landscape of higher education. So my first goal is really to discern where the college needs to go. But having said that, I also know that there are certain givens in where we're headed as a college. Higher education has been under some scrutiny in the last few years. And liberal arts education in some respects has been under more scrutiny than some other types of schools. So we are looking very carefully at things like affordability. How can we make higher education affordable for all families? We're looking at accessibility. So how can we be sure that students of all types can get to Gustavus? And we're looking at providing an education that will not only help a student land their first job or get to their choice in graduate level education, or enter into a volunteer kind of opportunity, but also to be prepared for whatever comes their way throughout their career. My goal is to figure out what education needs to be to prepare students for the world that they will enter into, whether that is in 1 year, in 4 years, or in 20 years.
Thanks, Gusties, for watching GAC TV.
Don't forget to reserve your ticket for the Nobel Conference, but until then, have a fun and safe homecoming weekend. And as always, keep it classy, Gustavus.